Hello fellow Bronies, dear subscribers and viewers of mine, your good pal Kodie the Rainbow Dash Flow Shark fan Brony here. This is 20 things or more about Kodie the Brony you may or may not know, okay? The first one is, I was born in Australia on December 8, 1994. Yeah, like I'm really gonna say what town in Australia I actually live in. I'm not gonna give that away. I am 5'5" 3/4", which is 167 centimeters. Number 3, I have a fear of heights. Yes, it's true. Even when I'm up on top of a roof or wherever, I just don't like heights at all. I've had a fear of heights for years. I started watching My Little Pony on Thursday, the 17th of September 2014, so now it's been over, 2.5 years since I started watching it. Bloody hell, it's been 2.5 years already since I started watching My Little Pony. Bloody hell. Number 5, I decided to become a Brony on October 2, 2014, which was 2 weeks or so, or 2 weeks and 1 day, after I started watching My Little Pony, so it's been very close to 2.5 years since I became a Brony, which will be in another 6 days. So it will be next Sunday. There will be 2 years or 2.5 years since I became a Brony. What had me gain an interest in watching MLP was watching Mr. Davies' Smile and Cupcakes videos. And you all know why I watched Mr. Davies' Smile and Cupcakes videos. Someone had left a comment on a video of the Fine Brothers saying, get so-and-so to react to this, like kids, adults, elders, whatever. Yeah, get them to react to Smile HD. And then one person replied to that comment by saying, no, don't get them to react to that. And that's, Mr. Davies' Smiles and Cupcakes videos were what had me gain an interest in watching MLP at least, a month after. So I watched these videos, Mr. Davies' Smile and Cupcakes videos, a month before I started watching My Little Pony. Despite not knowing one thing about her, I chose Rainbow Dash as my favourite pony a couple of days before I started watching MLP. It's true, I went on the whatisabrony.com website just to find out what a Brony is. Now, it came down to this picture of the main 6. I had a good look at that picture for a few minutes or so, 10-15 minutes, and I thought, even though I don't know anything about her, I chose Rainbow Dash as my favourite pony. She always has been. And I do love her. I've got a friggin' massive crush on her, and my favourite pony would have just been Flutters, who became my second favourite pony after I watched the 10th episode in season 1 of My Little Pony. I am sweating a little bit. It's been a bloody muggy hot day today, and it's I hate muggy weather. The first piece of MLP merchandise I received was a 20% cooler Rainbow Dash t-shirt in December 2014. Now, and here's what it looks like, guys. That is my 20% cooler Rainbow Dash t-shirt. That's the very first piece of My Little Pony merchandise I got, and that was in December 2014. No, that was late December 2014. Number 9. I've been single all my life and haven't been on one date. Yeah, that's right, I've not had any girlfriends. I've been single all my life and I just haven't gone on any dates with any girls. I'm just a very shy person when it comes to meeting new people, especially girls, but if it ends up being 5 years or more until I do find that very special girl that I'll love, I do not mind it. I don't mind if I have to wait 5 years or so to find that special girl. I mean, my older brother Jack, I think he would like to see me have a girlfriend, but really I don't want to be rude to him, but it's my choice and my choice only when it comes to me wanting a girlfriend or not, or whether I like a girlfriend or not. I'm straight. That's right, I'm straight. I don't have anything against gay people, but I don't think I could turn gay. And guess what? If there are any girls watching this, I have never ever been kissed by any girls at all. Like, apart from my mum and my sister, I've not been kissed by any girls at all. Yes, just like I haven't been on any dates at all either. My whole life so far, I haven't been on a single date, and I've never been kissed either. But that very special girl I'll meet in the future, even if it is 5 years or so before I meet that lovely, sweet, kind, special girl, yeah, I'd love for her to be my very first kiss. I mean, the girls I'm friends with on Google Plus and YouTube are mostly on Google Plus. I'm mostly friends with Pegasisters. A few of them have to be my best friends as well. I'm not a strong, muscly person, as you can tell. Yeah, see guys? I'm not strong or muscly at all. My brother's freaking stronger than me. Yeah, I'm just not a strong, muscly person at all. Here we go. I might talk for a little bit on this one. It says, I'm not very smart, seeing as I know and understand nowhere, and I mean nowhere, nearly as much as everybody else. It's just the way I've always been all my life. Like, I know sweet fuck all about politics. And like, when I'm watching certain TV shows and movies, I do find them hard to understand. At times, like, I'll watch a certain movie or an episode of a TV show, and like most of the time I'm watching a certain TV show or movie, I just watch and try to understand it as best I can, but I don't understand nowhere near as much as everybody else when it comes to TV shows and movies. Like, let's go with Dumb and Dumber 2. I watched that with my older sister and brother a few weeks ago, where Harry and Lloyd go on a road trip to find Harry's long-lost daughter. Yeah, so for most of the movie, I did understand that Lloyd and Harry were going on a road trip after 20 years to find Harry's long-lost daughter. But then when it came to the last 20 to 25 minutes, I just got so confused with the last 20-25 minutes of that movie. I mean, I understood most of the movie, like, and understood the plot and the movie and that, but that last 20-25 minutes I was just confused. I mean, like, I can understand Red Dog, True Blue, which I saw on New Year's Day while I was on holidays visiting my mum and her friend for Christmas and New Year's. That's about a father and his two kids who go to see Red Dog at the movies, and the father realizes that Red Dog, like, he actually found Red Dog. Yeah, and the movie's called Red Dog True Blue. Yeah, in Red Dog True Blue, he found the dog up a tree somewhere and called it Blue because it was all covered in blue paint or something like that. And no, it was a really great movie. It's just as good as Red Dog, the first Red Dog movie. So Red Dog True Blue, that was a prequel to Red Dog. Yeah, when it comes to certain TV shows and movies, I watch and try to understand them, but I do get confused most of the time. I just know and understand nowhere near as much as everybody else. And I do have learning difficulties as well. I've had learning difficulties really for most of my life, and yeah, I think it was a few years ago, when I was 2-3 years ago, my dad and I went to a speech pathologist just to help with my speech and that, because my speech wasn't all that good. I normally had to repeat something twice when I was speaking to people and that. And yeah, but no, my speech is much better now. I couldn't hardly speak there. My speech is much better now, thanks to that speech pathologist. I still freaking screwed it up. And at times I do have a terrible memory. Yeah. At times I do have a pretty terrible memory, guys. So what I do, I just write down in a book or put it on my phone what I have to remember, so that I don't forget later on, even if it's that day that I was told in a few hours I'd forget. So I just write down in a book or put on my phone what I have to remember, so then I don't forget, because yeah, I do have a pretty freaking terrible memory at times. Number 14. I don't have a license, and I don't intend to drive either. I don't think I would ever get my license. I'd just be too nervous behind the wheel and that. I think, yeah, last year, my brother brought me a little red Holden Brony. It was an automatic, like I could not drive a manual. I would be freaking shit with gears. So I'd be better with an automatic, but I'm happy just riding my bike to work every Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, and riding downtown on Sunday or on a Monday just to go and get an ice cream. So I don't think I would ever have or ever get my license. 16. I'm a Holden guy and I've never liked Fords. Yeah, I'm a Holden guy. I don't ever like Fords. And you know what Ford stands for? F-O-R-D. Found on rubbish dumps. I mean, my dad owns a Ford Jeep, but I don't think he really cares what kind of car he has, as long as he just got a car. Yeah, no, I think I started to like Holdens because my mum likes Holdens as well. And since mid-2003, including in mid-January 2016 when I was on holidays visiting my mum and she moved house along with some of my stuff too, I've moved house at least 5 times. Like the first house I lived with was on the north side of the town that I lived in. Then we moved down south in mid-2003, 2004, something like that. We lived in 2 houses there. My dad brought me back up here at the start of 2012, where we lived in a shed, or we didn't live in a shed. My brother and I lived downstairs in the shed, and my dad and stepmom lived upstairs. Yeah, so since mid-2003, 2004, I've moved house at least 5 times. That's in what, like nearly 13, 14 years. And the very first thing I stole when I was a little kid was a small carton of iced coffee from my nearest supermarket after walking away from school. Yeah, I told a story about that a couple of years ago or something like that, nearly a couple of years ago, but it's not the actual true story of it. I heard the true story of it from my sister a few months after that, and yeah, I'm going to be recording a video of when I'm telling the true story of how I stole an iced coffee. I did record a video on me explaining how I stole an iced coffee, but it wasn't entirely true. Or what I said wasn't entirely true, like I walked away from school. Yeah, so I walked away from school and stole an iced coffee from near supermarket when I was little. And this supermarket, this small supermarket, wasn't very far away from home, so it's like only a 5-minute walk at least. And in total, I have a total of 183 stuffed dogs, which I think I did a count of in, it was either that started 2016, yeah, it was the start of, yeah, New Year's 2016. I counted all my dogs. I have a total of 183 stuffed dogs my mum's been buying for me since either the late 90s or the early 2000s. And the most expensive thing I've broken, back in early February 2015, that was over 2 years ago when I didn't even have my video camera. I recorded videos on my computer here and the quality was quite crap. But the most expensive thing I've broken, which was back in early February 2015, is a small Panasonic flat screen TV. And yeah, I have a Tamagotchi from 2004 that still works to this day. It's a little purple Tamagotchi. Yeah, it says it was made in 2004. That's when the Tamagotchi was released. I'm not sure what version it is, but I have a Tamagotchi from 2004 that still works to this day. Yeah, so whenever I go down south, I put the battery back in it, and probably just as soon as I'm about to leave to come back home, I take the battery out. And the very last one, my favourite YouTuber is Angry Grandpa, and has been since late February, early March 2015. So yeah, Angry Grandpa's been my favourite YouTuber for 4 years. Angry Grandpa's videos are nowhere nearly as good as what they used to be, but I still think he's the funniest person on YouTube. He's my favourite person on YouTube. He's my favourite YouTuber. And yeah, so those are facts about Kodie, the Brony, you may or may not have known before, but you do know now. Yeah. I was going to record this video on Friday, but I didn't have any time at all. I was doing cleaning and that, and my freaking stepmom and dad were home at times during the day as well, so I didn't have any time at all to record this video, which is why, yeah, I got time today. And also, YouTube is taking away the ability to add annotations or edit annotations on videos. They're taking the ability for that away on the 2nd of May. So my outros from this video are going to be a little different from now on. So yeah, leave a like on this video and comment below while you're at it. Subscribe for more home videos and reactions by clicking here. Subscribe to my main channel, the link is in the description below to see more of the hilarious Angry Grandpa on Helium videos. I'm Kodie the Rainbow Dash Flowshy Fan Brony. Those are 20 things or more about me you may or may not have known before that you do know now. I'll see you later, guys.